So I just did a meditation and connected with my deceased grandmother. And she gave me a message that I wanted to share with everyone. She told me that, this is a message for women. A lot of our ancestors have been through quite a bit of abuse from the toxic patriarchal systems, and so have we. You know what I mean? I'm like tearing up, so just try not to But she just told me that those emotions that we feel, the anger, that is in our bodies, the sadness, the grief, those emotions actually cause cancer and cause heartache, not heart attacks, and fibroids and tumors and different things like that in the body. And so it's very important for us to make sure that we are learning how to properly alchemize those emotions. It's important for us to allow ourselves to feel our darker emotions. As y'all know, I'm more of a dark goddess archetype. I practice shadow work and teach it, as well as candle magic. So using candle magic as a way to alchemize your emotions. But one of the things about it is not only, is it beneficial to release the emotions with your rituals, you can also transmute the negative emotions and the negative energies that you've experienced from other people and turn it into something beautiful. You know what I mean? Another thing is, when it comes to men, now this is another message. Now, when you're someone like me who has done a lot of shadow work and a lot of alchemy within my own psyche, whereas the men who I attract are on a higher vibration, she let me know that, after years of abuse from women on earth, that it can be really difficult to properly allow yourself to receive love. You may show up in relationships with certain defense mechanisms. And, when it comes to men, although, a lot of our ancestors were abused into silence, sometimes it's okay to be quiet anyway, to shut your mouth as a woman and just say, okay, baby, and make him a sandwich or something like that. Isn't that crazy that my grandma said that? When they deserve it, right? When they come in with, good intentions and things like that. And if you don't know if they're coming in with good intentions, y'all know y'all can book a reading with me. I'll tell you everything. But you can also just do a meditation, a spirit guide meditation, and your spirits will tell you what's going on with said people. And so, allowing yourself to receive love after abuse is not, it can be easy, but it requires another level of inner work. And so those emotions that comes up for you, I want to encourage everybody to use emotional alchemy and alchemy in general, as well as shadow work, to really transmute them for your benefit, and realize that if you don't do that, then you may attract different illnesses in the body. Those are the illnesses that killed our ancestors. Our ancestors died, the ones that died from cancer or different things. It's a lot. So so that, my cat, I'm like, girl, are you okay? She's making biscuits on my leg. Anyway, I wanted to share that message with y'all. It was so nice in my spirit guide meditation. It was like my little girl inside of me, like my inner child walking in the steps looking like a little princess. It was this image when I was going to the daddy-daughter dance. I think I was in pre-K. Yeah, and my dad and my stepdad went with me. Yeah, I had two men on my side. Do you know what I mean? That really loved me. You know what I mean? And so my grandma showed up, and my grandma passed away when I was 12 years old. So I just obviously was just crying. But yeah, it was very sweet. I got to see her face and hold her hands and look at her hands and see how my nails and her nails are exactly the same. You know what I mean? I got to see a group of my ancestors surrounding me in a circle. Yeah, I'm like, dang, I got a lot of protection. But yeah, so anyway, just sharing my little mediumship messages with y'all. If you took something from this video, please, drop 4 hearts in the comments. Let me know what came up for y'all. But thank you so much for listening. A little vulnerable moment for me. And I hope y'all are having a good weekend.